Language is an interesting one. I just want just because I was talking to somebody and we were talking about the word responsibility, which maybe I'll cover in another video, but responsibility is really interesting because it's the French influence on our language means that we don't always say things the way that they're written. So responsibility is responsibility, and in French that word would be responsibility. And in French we don't say, well, I don't speak French, but in French they would say top of table rather than tabletop. So responsibility becomes ability response, or your ability to choose your response. Language is really, really interesting because we do the same thing with sales and marketing, but what comes first? Marketing, right? So it should be marketing and sales. What about knife and fork? When you hold them in your hand, you have a fork and a knife. If you read from left to right, you have a fork and a knife. And yet we say knife and fork. And it's because the way that things work don't always work the same way in language, so you have to be really careful about the way that you think about this stuff. Same thing as systems and processes. Actually, the process is what happens, and the system is how we make sure that it happens that way. So process comes first. And if you're engineering your company, that's an important thing to remember. I just thought I'd share.